The horror rom-com Heart Eyes includes an entertaining soundtrack that caters to the Valentine's Day theme, adding a mix of popular and obscure love songs. Taking clear inspiration from the Scream franchise, the 2025 film follows two work colleagues named Mason and Ally, who get mistaken as a couple by the serial killer, the Heart Eyes Killer, who targets couples on Valentine's Day. Heart Eyes has extremely positive reviews because of its meta-humor, sharp wit, and heavy gore. The cast of Heart Eyes must also get credit for their compelling performances that keep audiences invested. Olivia Holt makes a fantastic scream queen who should continue acting in horror. While all these elements are excellent, one aspect of Heart Eyes is equally important but is less discussed. The music in the horror rom-com does a lot of heavy lifting, keeping the Valentine's Day setting omnipresent in the audience's mind even when the titular villain isn't on screen. The film keeps things interesting by using a mix of well-known and less popular songs, and every selection fits perfectly in the scene. When every song on the Heart Eyes soundtrack plays in the movie, Heart Eyes includes a soundtrack of love songs suitable for its Valentine's Day setting. Amazed by Lone Star, Amazed plays when Patrick proposes to Adeline in a clearly staged and scripted engagement picnic. It continues as the Heart Eyes Killer hilariously stabs the photographer through his camera. Pony by Genuine, this song is Patrick's ringtone, which goes off when the photographer calls him. Happy Valentine's Day by Outkast, after the first set of murders, the song by Outkast plays while news reports discuss the Heart Eyes Killer's murder streak and interview members of the community about whether they're scared. I No Longer Believe in Miracles by Ada Ray. The Ada Ray song plays when Ally looks at a social media profile for her ex while at the coffee shop. I Never Dreamed by The Cookies, I Never Dreamed plays when Mason and Ally touch hands while grabbing for the same latte. They talk about their coffee order, not believing that they like the same drink. That's Why I Cry by Margaret Lewis, when Ally's commercial plays in the business meeting, the song That's Why I Cry plays. The romantic ad ends with the couple dying, which is considered insensitive after the Heart Eyes Killer's murders. Preludietto by Alessandro Alessandroni. Preludietto plays when Jay talks about how he will help the team get through the crisis of the commercial controversy. Mantra by Jenny. During a dressing room montage, Ally and her friend, Monica, try on outfits for Ally's dinner meeting with Mason. May I by Brooke Benton. The song by Brooke Benton plays when Jay arrives at the restaurant and sits at the table. The waiter comes over to get their drink order, and Jay asks for champagne for them. Le Temps Estate Bond by Isabelle Pierre. This song plays faintly when Jay and Ally argue in the restaurant. Backwards by Rachel Vamagata. Backwards plays for a moment when Ally suddenly kisses Jay when she sees her ex walking up. Are You in Love by Spider Simpson. Ally and Jay sit awkwardly in the cab when Are You in Love plays, and then they start talking about Colin's accent. Never Too Late, Feat KT, by Van Duren and Good Question. This song plays when Ally walks to her door from the cab, and she realizes that she has locked herself out. Love Songs on the Radio by Mojave 3. The song by Mojave 3 plays when Ally gets a shard of glass out of Jay's bleeding hand using the first aid kit. Please Don't Go by Casey and the Sunshine Band. Ally and Jay hold hands and walk back to the drive-in movie theater when Please Don't Go plays in the background. This Year's Love by David Gray. This song by David Gray plays at the end of Heart Eyes when Jay and Shaw drive off while she's watching from the ambulance. It continues as she goes home to her apartment. You Can't Hurry Love by the Supremes. After Jay agrees to marry Ally, You Can't Hurry Love plays while the pair kisses and the credits roll. It stops during Heart Eyes mid-credits scene. Where to listen to Heart Eyes soundtrack. Some of Heart Eyes songs will be difficult to find online. Heart Eyes Killer with Glowing Eyes. While Heart Eyes has a fun and eclectic soundtrack that's certainly re-listenable, many of the songs in the film will be difficult for fans to get a hold of after leaving the movie theater. Unfortunately, the uniqueness of the soundtrack is also the thing that makes it hard to access. Nearly every song can be accessed through YouTube videos, and the more popular songs from the movie are also available to stream on major platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon Music. However, fans can always rewatch Heart Eyes in theaters or wait until the film hits streaming to enjoy the Valentine's Day themed soundtrack again.